Hi friends, this week's video is called Step into Balance. Simply because I wanted to do something a little different with balance, because doing the same practice over and over kind of gets boring and frustrating. So you're going to need, if you have them, a couple yoga risers. Or initially I was just going to use a short Tupperware bowl and then a little taller Tupperware bowl. Please do not use a glass or a pan because that could be dangerous. I put a little tape on mine thinking you could see it better, but then I found for filming the yoga blocks worked better. So come join me for a fun step into balance practice. We're going to take our yoga riser or your bowl, and we're going to set ourselves next to the countertop with our riser to the side, or your bowl. I'm using the riser because the bowl you cannot see very well. And what we're going to do is we're going to hold on to that counter and step over that block. And then back in. Get it situated where you feel comfortable and step over it and in. Now you can use the shelf or you can choose to let go, but we're going to start to slow it down and challenge ourselves. The slower you go, the more you're testing your balance and stimulating it. And it's okay to look down to see where you're going. Very good. We're going to turn that block and step front and back over it. Forward over it and back. And again, you can choose to hold on to the counter or let go of it. This is great practice for balancing for when you have to pick your feet up, climbing stairs, there you go, or stepping over something. And we're doing it several times. And it's in that teetering and going off balance that we stimulate the balance reflexes. Very good. Let's change it up now and just tap our foot on that bowl or riser and just hold it. Good. And then bring your knee up and set it down. Again, slower is better than faster. And the more you practice, the easier it should get. For those of you that need a little more challenge, you can straighten that leg as well and practice that way. But remember, the shelf is there should you need it. You just grab a hold of it and use it. If your world gets a little tipsy, that's good for you. We're going to repeat that on the other side. So get your bowl or block situated, and we're going to use the other foot. Sometimes it's fun just to mix it up and try something different, to challenge yourself and your body. Remember to try letting go. So you can try catching yourself. Slow it down. Good. Now we're going to go front and back again. Stepping over something and then back. And stepping over something and back. See how I hit that block? That's why I like this. Good practice. Should we stub our toe and have to catch ourselves? Good. Now we're going to do the toe touch and just try to balance. And then bring that knee up and set it down. Remembering that if you need to grab that shelf, you do that. For those of you that need a little more challenge, You can straighten that leg and then set it down. And straighten that leg and set it down. And straighten that leg and set it down. And one more. Now, you can repeat this, or what we're going to do is we're going to make it a little more challenging by making the block, a double block, a little higher, or you notice I had a higher bow ready to use. And I put a little tape on it, but it still didn't make it that easy to see. So, if you're ready for more of a challenge, find your higher bow or double block and join me as we repeat all of this. Okay, if you're up for more of a challenge, we're going to use a double riser or your taller bow, right? Shorter for practice and then the taller for more of a challenge. Again, we're going to get that block, I should say blocks, situated where we're comfortable. And then we're going to step over it, holding on for the first few and back in. And over it, makes us have to pick our knees up a little higher and back in. If you're up for the challenge, then let go of the counter and slow it down a little bit. You're doing good. Stop if you feel uncomfortable or grab the counter. Wonderful. Now let's go to the one front and back. Get them lined up. Let's start by holding on so we get our bearing. And we're leading with the same foot as that went forward is the same foot that's going back. It's okay to look down, remember, to check your steps. Oh boy, this is good practice for balance. Slow it down. And one more. Back to the one leg lift. Holding on first. And if you don't feel comfortable letting go, don't. Over time and with practice, it'll get easier, right? And again, those that want more of a challenge, hold on to the shelf first and then straighten that leg and bring it back in. And up and in. If you're ready, let go of the shelf. If not, continue to hold on. Phew! Let's try the other side. Again, line up your bowl or blocks. And we're going to step over it and in. And over it and in. Line it up if you need to. And then we're going to let go. And slow it down. Good, let's change to the front and back. So I'm stepping over it. See that? Should have been looking down. But isn't that how falls happen? We stumble on something, not paying attention. Let go if you can. I'm concentrating hard. Now, just the one leg lift. And where you're comfortable, if you can let go of the counter, try that. Want to feel a little uneasy. Now, we're going to extend that leg and bring it in. Holding on to the counter first to get our bearing, then let go. One more. Great job. I hope that was a little challenging for you. And just practice it a couple times a week just to mix up your other balance practices. Remember, you do need to practice to maintain those balance reflexes. Here's to feeling good.